K'Lavon Chaisson, 3 sacks in 3 years. Josh Allen, contract year, could he go from 7 to 10? He says that's the bare minimum. How much will Trayvon Walker improve? But the Jags got to find sacks, man, and hopefully they will if they play with a lead and the other team's having to throw it a great deal. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by Live Power. Live Power, we do it all. Live Power has been providing the Southeast with all its material handling needs for more than 50 years. From lift trucks, warehouse design, docks and doors, to total warehouse design, service support, fleet management, and more. You name it, Live Power does it. Learn more at livepower.com.
So, as I learned, Holmes did.
Oh.
If you went down to the stadium Saturday night, Max Fried did pitch a rehab assignment for the Gwinnett Braves.
So, he did.
Yeah,
Shout out Holmes.
Yeah, local fans did get a chance to see Max Fried. And again, when these guys
How
make...
much of a fan is Holmes with Braves baseball? Does he pay attention nightly?
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't watch him every day.
And your
like
brother's a Braves fan, too.
He's right. He's daily listens or watches.
Who's
every
the
night.
biggest Braves fan of the three of you?
Oh, me.
By far?
My brother's a good fan, too.
Yeah.
He's kind of old school, like prefers to listen to the radio broadcast, that kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you can kick it
And
around
my
about
son,
it.
one of my sons too. They're both Braves fans. They're both good baseball fans, but one has been Braves forever. The other's like becoming Braves.
It's fun like that. Like you have your group, your family, and
we go like the 5 of us go. They're all knowledgeable.
Yeah. So I talk, and I have my 2 sons and my buddy who I go with on the Yaya man who I go with on the trips with, and then I got a younger Met fan who I used to work with, and so the 5 of us, and like I constantly talk to all of them, especially when I need to vent. Which you don't have to do as much, but I need to vent. So
yeah. Trust me, there's been plenty of venting through the years.
Yeah.
But no, both my brother and my son are like my level, just as far as like know the farm system, know the players, know every guy. My dad isn't that far in. Like I don't know if in other words, my brother, my son, and I. But in fact, both sons. We could name all 30 guys on the Braves team right now.
All right, I want to get into John Ruiz in just a second, but I wanted to ask you as well for an update with the Drill Golf Day, which is 2 weeks from
2 weeks from today.
Yeah, so in 2 weeks.
Tomorrow, we're going to allow you to start registering.
Okay, so just so you know, it's going to be Monday, August 14th.
It is, correct. As long as you know that, because you're probably going to have to cross some.
And it's we'll all go off at 10:10. Right after the show, we'll do our show live out there. It's brought to you by ITP Partners. We're going to hand a check to charity. We're going to play some golf. You'll have the option of if you want to do Skins game or not.
Yeah.
Which just $20, right?
I think if you want to get, I started thinking about this too, man. And when you do one of these things, you want to make sure that people are doing exactly what they want. So there's part of me that wants to allow people to play their own golf ball. There's another part of me that wants to do the Skins game. And I'm wondering, you come out and you want to get in the Skins game with your partner, you can play a 2-man scramble. If you want to come out and just play golf, then you can just play golf. I don't know if we should dictate. I mean, the whole part of being a Guggen is do your thing.
Right. So we'll have our answers tomorrow.
But if you are going to get in the Skins game for $20 per man in that, then you need to make sure you got a partner to do the Skins game with.
Right. And we're going to open up registration tomorrow. And so listen, and it's going to be first come first serve. That's all we can do. We're just checking it out to see how it goes.
18 foursome. So yeah, be ready.
Yeah.
When we pull, it'll be sometime tomorrow, probably between 8 and 9. I'll let you go ahead and you'll have at it.
You just come out, you get golf. We'll kick it around afterwards. Eat a little lunch.
Live Forever Golf. Our friends at LFG are giving everyone a golf hat. We're feeding you a burger and a drink afterward. And so yeah, it's perks will add up, and we're just gonna Caddy's gonna take over the course. There'll be a baby Ruth. Yeah. There'll be a baby Ruth in the pool, and we're done.
Correct. So that's coming up in 2 weeks, and tomorrow when we open it up, make sure you jump in and call in and register. So once we fill it up, we can't add any more. This is our first foray. We're just doing it for the Googans. Just come out and have some fun with us.
Just a little day before we all get back into the football season.
And our friends at ITP Partners are going to present a check to charity, so that's cool. And you'll be contributing as well with the $80 entry fee, right?
And 20 if you want to get in.
And 20
because we did do that. It was going to be 100 and everyone's in the Skins, but now it's like, you know what? If you just want to play golf with your guys,
$80.
or if you want to get and whoever wants to go,
$80 and bring 20.
I'm going to do the 2-man scramble with whoever else is, we'll throw in 20. But if not, $80 you're going to get fed.
Might just be me against you for the Skins.
Well, no, I think a lot of people will do that too. It's fun. You do a 2-man scramble, it moves faster. I mean, I would encourage people to do it that way, but I'm thinking also about, there may be some out there that are, going stag that day.
All right, so more on that tomorrow. So the U is not going to drop off a cliff here, right? They're not falling apart, but they're not going to be. Listen, the money ain't going to flow like it was flowing and allowing them to get these at least for like a year and a half. And again, look, Florida went through it. The embarrassment of the whole Rashada thing, it was a disaster. And
this guy, though, Ruiz, is just a scam artist.
Yeah, he's like their Nestor Shapiro. Is that the guy's name?
He's worse.
Yeah.
He really is. Shapiro at least had the money.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's just they were forecasting $992 million in 2022 revenue. That's what they projected, right? As they were going public with they made $23 million.
Yeah.
You fell $960 million short of what your investors expect.
So the spin out of the U is, look, we knew for some time we've been pivoting away from the Life Wallet thing, and
that's who was paying these cats to go to Miami. And now there's no money to pay them.
Yeah, now it's not so much, hey, you get a picture, you get the money, here's a check, and part of the problem with the NIL, and because there are no regulations and everybody went hog wild and they opened Pandora's boxes, they promise things, you go to the school, and then you don't get the things that you're promised. And you're like, this ain't cool.
There are all kinds of shady financial reporting coming out of there. They've taken money, moved it where you're not supposed to. When you're dealing with billions of dollars, you're not allowed just to do with whatever you want, like it's out of your piggy bank. And so LifeWall is acknowledging that in their recent annual report, its financial reporting issues, quote, adversely affected the business. Bottom line, it's going under. It's been propped up as something that it's not, which is kind of the same guarantee that Ruiz was giving, prospects that obviously now. I hope Pancakes brought loss to syrup because he's probably going to be transferring here when he realizes he ain't getting paid.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's the reality here. And again, when you promise somebody something and then they don't give it to them, even after they cut, like you can say what you want about Rashad, at least he never showed up.
Right.
Right? I mean, he made before that. I mean, you got guys on campus moved in that's going to get this, that, and the other. And then the guy who was going to pay them all turns out is bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't, I don't see how this ends well.
Yeah. Can I shift to one baseball note that I thought of? I wanted to say something that happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
For sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The Phillies had a kid throwing a no-no.
Did they?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. 5 innings.
Saturday?
One of the days. Now I can't find it.
I just check and see if the Phillies lose since the Braves.
Well, they lost the game.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I thought.
They were playing the Pirates.
Yeah. And I sat there and I thought, what are you doing? And
I tell you what they're doing. They're falling 12 games back is what they're doing.
Well, I'm getting damn tired of these analytics overriding everything.
Yeah, let a guy pitch, you mean?
You got to play the game, man. You got to go with gut. The kid had thrown 70-some pitches, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't.
70.
These old-timers must roll over in their graves seeing this nonsense.
And I go back.
I'm guessing it was the game they won Friday night 2-1.
No,
that was Wheeler.
No, go to the Saturday game.
Yeah, because they ended up losing.
Give me the Saturday game
7-6.
Give me the Saturday game. I think it was a Latin pitcher.
Okay.
Saturday game, please.
Yeah, let me get the box score here.
Okay. Box score Saturday game, please.
No, that was NOLA, so it was yesterday's game.
Sunday's game. Maybe it was Thursday.
They didn't, if it was Thursday, it was a different team. Was it this series or?
I know it was.
Was it yesterday then? I don't know. We'll see here. Hold on.
It was not yesterday.
It wasn't?
No. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Man, you got Alzheimer's, boss.
Ooh, don't say that.
Gosh, bro.
That's not
Yeah,
good.
he even doubled down that it definitely wasn't yesterday.
That's not nice.
Yeah, Sanchez is his name. He
Yes.
threw 73 pitches.
Not Anibal.
46 for strikes. He had 3 strikeouts, but 5 no-hit innings.
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought in Dominguez the next inning, and he went a third of an inning and gave up 2 earned.
Well, that's my point.
And they lost the game. And the Phillies, by the way, are trying desperately to just make the playoffs at this point. They had made a little run. I almost feel – no, I don't.
No,
I won't even say it. I was going to say, I mean –
my point
Marlins
is
and Phillies both went on these huge hot stretches where you should make up ground, and the Braves extended because they were going, 20-3.
It's happened way too much, bro. We got guys throwing no-hitters.
73 pitches, Hick.
Huh?
73 pitches. Oof.
What are we doing?
That's nothing, is it?
I don't know, man. It just doesn't
Is Shohei pitching right now, and I'm just dodging him?
Shohei?
Yeah,
he's pitching.
we got the Angels for 3 here. I was very happy to look at the schedule. I don't see Ohtani listed as
he threw a one-hitter.
but that was
Detroit last week.
Yeah, but wouldn't he be pitching again by Wednesday? We talked about the one hitter. That was Thursday. This guy doesn't pitch in a week. Did something happen?
I think they
because of the cramp, or are they keeping him out? Or?
Maybe. Don't know.
Angels got busy.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest name that's going to be traded here in the next 36 hours, if you had to guess, what would you say? Because there's somebody will, like out of nowhere, a Soto will get traded or a Verlander.
Well, the Padres are kind of creeping around, so they're apparently not
They
trading.
say they're not going to trade.
I mean, Verlander remains a candidate.
I'd like to send Grissom and like that guy that pitched yesterday to San Diego for 3 months a hater. I would do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in Joe Yu. Here he comes with the rationalizations and
they're fine.
Lunacy.
They're fine.
Yeah. It was like Miami, by the way, about to go 6-6 again.
Yeah.
Top of the morning,
Hey, Joe.
boys.
How are you?
Hey, just want to clear up some things as far as NIL with you guys.
Yeah, please clear it up. Thank you, Joe.
And the John Reeves and Miami Herald.
That was your boy, though.
Hatchet piece, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I like when y'all just let me talk.
It's a hatchet piece.
The Miami Herald never missed an opportunity to bash the 5-time champion Miami Hurricanes. But here's what's going on. I told y'all early on, John Reeves is like me if I had $1 jillion. An obnoxious fan talking on Twitter about what he's going to do, what he did, and what he's about to do. He's not Miami NIL. I don't know if y'all know this. There's other people down there with money.
Mm-hmm.
There's something called the Kane Connection. Now, he does have some NIL deals with
You mean the Gator fans?
He's vocal about it. I'm sorry, what? He's the most vocal about it, right? He's super big about it. But he's not Miami NIL. He's not the other. None of these teams going to lose the money they signed up for, except there are 2 people that have exclusive with him. But the whole team that has these NIL deals, bruh, the only people who promise people money and don't pay them is that school in Gainesville when they tampered and took that quarterback we had, told them they were going to give him like $7 million and didn't. But so stay in your little lane, and it'll all filter out. Play y'all the first game next year, and y'all see what happens. But our NIL is free.
No, the Canes connection, in fairness, has about 80% of the business. Ruiz had the other 20, and they'll.
They buried the lead. Didn't they call it? When you're in J school,
that's no fun saying it that way. I don't give a damn about Miami.
Get them out of here.
Get out of here.
Get them out
Take the Canes, and go. Hey, by the way, nice job coming through for the ACC. You gave them 20 years of mediocrity. I'm sure they're real happy with whatever deal they cut with you. Get rid of that guy.
I see what's happened here.
What?
Coming up here in a minute.
What do you mean?
Well, correct me if
You
I'm
always
wrong.
bring in kids so they deflect from the hard questions.
Yeah.
Jason Gibson looking for protection. He's brought in his daughter after that loss on the road
we
this
can't
weekend.
go hard at him.
Yeah, we can't go hard at a sweet
little
little girl's father. We can go
daddy's-
hard. We can go hard at a football coach. I can't
hero.
go hard at a dad.
No, that's her hero right there. You can't sit
because
there.
we know this.
Yeah.
There is no part of the plan, psychologically or otherwise, to come home with a loss. He told us that.
No.
We played to win the game.
That's what he told us. I mean, but
well,
I'm sure there's an explanation.
Softball questions when we return.
Softball.
Listening to The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He'll tell you about tonight's games and hot topics.
It's him.
Hacker After Dark.
I'm always punctual.
Live and local, even late night.
You're exactly the kind of hero the world needs.
Right after Rick Ballou. Evenings on 1010XL.
Men, if you're struggling with erectile dysfunction or PE, the medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most advanced treatments to eliminate ED and PE. 98% of men experience instant results on their first office visit. They're even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
Don't just take our word for it. Call Prime Men's Medical Center now for our limited time offer. Your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Are you suffering from shoulder pain? If you have clicking and popping in the shoulder joint, persistent pain that intensifies with use, an inability to lift your arm over your head, or a tingling, burning sensation in the shoulder, elbow, or wrist, waiting to see a doctor could make your injury worse. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute have innovative and effective treatment options available right now to relieve your pain and restore your mobility. Don't wait. Call 904-JOI-2000.
Summer is here. Summer. Be ready for anything on the road or off the road at Nimnick Buick GMC. We got popular GMC and Buick models arriving daily. Never going to pay over MSRP at Nimnick Buick GMC. Did you hear me? Never. No one. Stop by the showroom on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com, NIMNICHT BuickGMC.com, and you'll see why Nimnick Buick GMC is Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer in all of Jacksonville, Florida. Look, if you're looking for maybe a used car, 18 grand or so, Nimnick has a great selection, more than 300 used cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, okay? Nimnick has been in the business for 82 years. You know why? Because they do business the right way. Family-owned and operated. No one cares more about their customer before and after the sale. Nimnick, your friends of the car business since 1941, man. GMC, we are professional grade.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track.
We're basically going to have to win.
Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive.
1 point to the good.
And for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
The house is taking a beating this summer with all the in and out. Time to call Zero Res. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on tile and grout cleaning. Get your tile and grout cleaned and sealed for 25% off. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean. Hey, Hicken here. Look, you've been hearing me talk about Zero Res for a while now, but there's 3 things they tell you that I agree with about their company. Best process, best people, and have a promise to do the best cleaning possible every time. And they offer a great deal every month. Well, guess what? July is National Carpet Cleaning Month. For home carpet cleaning, they're offering $49 per room. And for businesses, 20% off in July. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing summer specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit BeechurstPlumbing.com. BETROS Plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Big Chief Tire has served the Jacksonville community with reliable and honest auto service for over 60 years. Frank Frangie here. Our experienced technician will treat you like family when you visit for repairs, new tires, oil changes, and more. We're proud to announce our new Orange Park location to better serve customers with fair prices and quality service. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule an appointment at one of 5 Jacksonville locations. We keep Jacks rolling.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
The game of golf has never been more popular, and Hidden Hills Golf Club welcomes everyone. You'll love our friendly staff and fantastic golf course. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com or give us a call at 620-0910.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. Florida football players reported to fall camp on Sunday in preparation for its season opener against Utah. Florida football coach Billy Napier says complimentary football is key.
Having an identity, playing complimentary football, playing good defense, there's a lot of factors, but approach to complimentary football are key.
It's good news on the recruiting front for the Florida State Seminoles. Charles Lester III, one of the best defensive prospects in the country, has committed to the Noles. He adds another true 5-star talent as they close out a July to remember on the trail. This year's Tampa Bay Buccaneer first-round draft pick, defensive tackle Khalija Cansey, was carted off the field at training camp Sunday morning with a right leg injury. After practice, head coach Todd Bowles told reporters the 22-year-old was diagnosed with a calf strain and will undergo an MRI. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:14 at 79 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
Oh, yeah. Coach is here. Tough questions coming his way. But even with the game that meant nothing, and they all mean something, and I'm sure you took a lot out of it, I do want to look ahead because we are in position here for what it's all about, and that is 2 home playoff games, a semifinal and a championship, as long as you win the semifinal. You don't want to look ahead, but I will. 2 home playoff games is as fun as it gets.
It's what you shoot for,
yeah.
Especially from an organizational standpoint. So, we spent all season trying to get that, and luckily we secured it last week. So it kind of took a little pressure off this last game that we just played.
Mm-hmm.
So
you sat some of your starters. You ended up sitting some of your starters.
We sat about 5 guys.
All right, including your quarterback.
Yeah, including the quarterback. Mm-hmm. Which it was a good game on the road to give guys, some adversity and how you're going to react.
Mm-hmm.
And be able to evaluate some other guys going into the playoffs so you can put the best possible team on the field. That's the job's to win the championship and also win it at home.
Right.
And so we're lined up right now to make that happen.
It means something in your sport to be at home for the playoffs. It means a lot. It's a great – now, look, you want to get both of them, but just to get one is an accomplishment. And,
correct.
And hopefully you are able to take care of business. I'm not going to, jinx you or mush you or anything at all like that as you get ready to take on Orlando this weekend.
Because, they probably –
You've seen it happen.
Yep.
And they know, and they're going to come with some different twists and turns and try to do everything they can to make this a fourth-quarter game and give themselves a chance. And in arena ball, and you can comment on this much better than I can, but if you're within a score or two with a minute to go,
it's not over.
It ain't over, baby.
No. And I guarantee you their bulletin board material is the last games don't matter. It's a fresh start. Because that's what I would be saying.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen in the playoffs. So but we're at home, and that's a huge thing. And playing in Jacksonville is a huge advantage for us.
When is the game?
The game is Saturday, August 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, tickets 904-621-0700. But it's a massive, massive game.
Yes.
You'll have a big crowd.
Oh, well,
it'll be exciting. It'll be in the 4 ended up you, Orlando, Carolina, San Antonio. That's pretty good.
I've been on the other side.
Pretty good foursome.
I've been on the other side of playoff games in Jacksonville, and it's tough.
Yeah,
it's really, really hard, and so we got to continue that. And it's a big game. I've got to win this game. This is a lot of pressure, but it's okay. It's what you sign up for.
It really is amazing what the Sharks are to Jacksonville. You've been all around the league, all kinds of places. To have it's been consistent, man. They burst in, they won a title in the AFL many years ago, and they have just it's not easy in quote unquote minor league sports or different sports to get $6,000 to $8,000 to show up consistently.
Well, think about it is they've had really good coaches here. Les Moss is a great coach, of course. And they've had other coaches here that win championships.
Yeah.
And I haven't won that championship, so it's not really just always about that. And I'm going to get one this year, and we better. But it's the front office. That's the difference. And
those are good dudes down there.
And you apply that to any franchise, even NFL teams. You look
stability.
You look at what's going on in Washington with the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why that team hasn't had success over 25 years.
Yeah, it's a good point.
You go back to the front office with the Sharks, with their ownership, their sales staff, their group sales staff, the commitment they have up front is better than anybody in the country.
Would you say you're in the best possible position going into the playoffs in terms of health, the way things set up last weekend, where you are, the mindset of the squad? Tell me a little bit about where you guys are.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Health, no.
No.
We're beat up.
Beat up.
we're beat up, and
that's football, huh?
That's why we sat a lot of guys. I mean,
Yeah.
We're beat up more than any team in the league. And I made, kind of a snide comment, but my 5 guys on season in the IR are better than anybody else's players, period. And those guys are on IR.
Okay.
And so, but, we're trying to get guys healthy. We got a great medical staff. Joey Y. Baptist does an outstanding job for us getting guys back on the field. So this week's about, getting healthy. Mentally, our guys we're strong mentally.
It's funny when we get to the NFL, playoff, there's a phrase, playoff football, and strategies and game can change a little bit from what you are. Does that happen in arena, or do you just come out playing the same way that you've tried to play all year?
I don't know. I mean, it can and it can. I actually thought about that this morning. I'm going to meet with the coaches today. I don't want to go to see the players tomorrow in our team meeting and say, okay, now playoffs are here. We got it. All of a sudden everybody, gets real tight. Hard work works, and that's going to be the message this week. We're just going to work our butts off. We're going to stay consistent, stay disciplined. I didn't think we had a lot of discipline the last game against Carolina. I think we had a lot of, we blew assignments, routes, we blew blocking schemes, we dropped passes, we threw picks. We did a lot of things we haven't done all year long.
Is some of that you having to sit some guy? I mean,
oh yeah, I mean, plus there's
cohesion issues.
Teaching points too.
It is, but look, we're human. Every player in that locker room knew, and myself included, that the game technically had no bearing on anything. And unfortunately, that's the human part that you can't take out. I can give you every coaching speech in the world. It's still in the back of your mind. But it is playoff football. Things rise, get a little more emotional, get a little more, physical. You raise the intensity, but I don't think you change anything. I think that's the difference. I don't want to go in there and start over. That's what happens sometimes. You overcoach. What we've been doing all year long is really good. We're just going to intensify it and work our
see what happens. Well, let's go get it. This Saturday. Tell them again where they can get tickets.
904-621-0700.
Want to pack the tank and have a lot of people there. Playoff football, nothing better than in Orlando.
And they get a big boost out of Shark Nation when they end up down there in the arena.
Really
so
and
they deserve it. Work hard, good team, good coach, man.
I want that championship game here.
Let's go.
Yep. All right.
Well, thanks for coming in, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you. All right, we'll come back. We'll see what's trending, or we'll head down some highway. We'll do that next. You're listening to The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback. DivorceMenOnly.com.
Get your adrenaline rush.
Wow.
This Sunday at Michigan International Speedway. Brought to you by Famous Automotive Tire and Quick Lube. Servicing every customer like they're famous. On your NASCAR station, 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This month, the Key Buick GMC receives special financing on GMCs. Rates as low as 0.9% for 36 months, or 2.9% for 60 months, and 4.9% for 72 months. Right now, save up to $10,000 on select new GMCs. And of course, the Key Buick GMC, they are the home of Jacksonville's clear pricing with no added markups as well. The only Buick GMC dealership offering lifetime powertrain warranties. Key Buick GMC, corner of Southside and Gate.
People who suffer from arthritis are getting real pain relief with exciting biologic therapies at QC Kinetics.
The success rate is there, and there's no better way to treat yourself when it comes to dealing with pain.
Meet Tyler Vale, co-founder of QC Kinetics, who says they can't cure arthritis, but they can treat the pain.
If you think of the tide coming in and out on the beach and what it does, it erodes the sand, right? Can't stop the tide, but eventually when the sand or the beach gets bad enough, when we backfill that beach with sand so that we get generations of enjoyment with that beach again. And the same thing happens with your knee or your shoulder or your hip or your back. We want to backfill the problems that have happened to this point. I'm not stopping the tide, so I'm not stopping the arthritis, but I want to get generations of enjoyment out of those joints again.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Learn more about how restorative biologic therapies can get you real and lasting joint pain relief.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hey, Hicken here. I hope your summer's been as fun as mine, man. What a great time with family and friends throughout the entire summertime. I must admit, though, Looking forward to getting back to a little bit of normalcy, less vacations, getting into the grind, kids getting back to school or whatever, right? Everything's settling down. The house took a little bit of a beating, got some parties, had some get-togethers. So the tile and the grout, the carpets, the rugs all need a good cleaning. That means it's time to call Zero Res, the cleaning freaks. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on tile and grout cleaning. Get your tile and grout cleaned and sealed. 25% off. That's 0.25% off, man. Zero Res, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, right way to clean.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
School is out and the kids are at home. This means more stress on your septic system. Call Duck Duck Rooter and get your septic tank pumped out. 904-862-6769. That's 904-862-6769.
He'll satisfy your hunger for a good football story.
I'm former Pro Bowl offensive lineman Leon Searcy. Listen for my stories doing Lunch with Leon.
Brought to you by the Sausage Dudes. Sausage with a purpose. Lunch with Leon. Weekdays on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. If you love our pizza and pasta dishes, let us cater an event for you. Family function or office parties, we can deliver you an amazing Italian meal. Remember, it's not just pizza at Tony D's. Bay Meadows and $2.95.
If you've been thinking about selling your home for whatever reason, now is the time. The U.S. Home Price Index is on the rise. Interest rates are stabilizing. The market is turning more seller-friendly. And you have Chad and Sandy Newman. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Maybe you want maximum equity from your home, but you're not sure how. Well, guess what? Chad and Sandy are sure how. Don't wait any longer. Take advantage of the incredible service and guarantee of selling your home at your price that Chad and Sandy are offering. Jim and Alice in Fort Caroline, we wanted to downsize, sell our Fort Caroline home, and move to the country. I heard about Chad and Sandy on the radio and called. We had a lot of stuff that couldn't fit in a smaller place, so we needed extra help. Chad had the perfect plan to handle every detail. Our home sold for full price in 5 days. Call the agents. We recommend Chad and Sandy, guaranteeing your home or they will buy it. That's ChadandSandy.com. ChadandSandy.com.
Atlantic Self Storage, the official storage partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Need to make room to watch football in your home or need a place to park your boat or RV? Store it all at Atlantic Self Storage. Over 50 locations in Northeast Florida. 24-hour access, all with month-to-month leases. Moving? They can help with supplies. They make storage easy. Go to AtlanticSelfStorage.com or call 877-WE-STORE to find a storage solution near you. Go Jags!
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I think it might happen at some point. I think Dan might, despite, was it over the age of 40 or 50 that we're not fighting
50.
anymore?
50 don't fight.
Over 50. I think that you can, in some curmudgeon-y right situation at the age of 67, scrap with somebody. Who are the two old Hall of Famers that did it on stage?
Joe Cap.
I could see you going Joe Cap at some point. Am I way out of line for that? And I
hope
love
so.
you.
I hope so.
You hope you think I'm off. You hope
I hope so.
You hope I'm
because
wrong.
There's
Okay.
no point. It's
No.
silly, but like I watched this. There's always social media one, and I watched this jackass come up to somebody's window. This old guy. He didn't like them sitting there or something. He started banging on a window with like a baton and smashed the.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of ridiculous stuff, but sometimes, man,
Something like that could happen. We could see
I saw
salt and pepper minus pepper out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I hope not. But
Okay.
like you get your dander up at times when, and like I saw this weekend, and I've talked about this before on the air. There's a baseball. The United States has a 12U baseball team. First
Okay.
off,
That's dumb.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
They can play in the backyard.
So you have the biggest kids that you can find who can hit the ball 200 feet over the.
And by the way, in 4 years, they may be terrible baseball players.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's so that they played New Zealand, and they beat them.
I saw this 43
to 1.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Wow.
And yet
I heard about that.
And that's ridiculous. Okay. And then I see this youth sports, man, and people are. And then I see this kid batting like this the other day.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He's crouched down.
What the hell is that, Pros?
You should be called out. You shouldn't be allowed. First of all,
if I was umpiring and that kid threw it anywhere over the plate, I'd call strike.
A guy is the batter is down in the catcher's stance to try and get a. What
is that?
You know what? To be
That's
honest with you,
stupid.
that's on baseball.
Yeah,
that's on the sport of baseball. That shouldn't be allowed. There you go. We don't have a problem.
To me, it's on. It's youth.
It's both,
baseball.
but that shouldn't be allowed. You should tell the kid, stand up and swing, or you're out.
Yes. Yeah.
But the kid is like crouched down like a duck, and
then
so that the guy's going to walk.
And then I
him.
read another one, like from all the expert youth coaches out there. Like there was this guy ripping a, and we've all been part of this, by the way. You, me, so we get hindsight as we go through the years.
Sure.
Listen to us, we know what we speak of.
Okay.
But then I see this one guy, coach, being and moaning because the team he played. And I can't remember if it was football or whatever, quit at halftime because they were getting smoked. And in youth sports, you have the capability, and what often happens is teams put together all-star teams to win their leagues. And then they carry it like it's some sort of, like they're the great coaches because you got all the best players.
Okay.
And the other coach takes a team of kids and just trying to teach them the game.
Sounds like the Monstars.
And by the way, what are you accomplishing when you're hammering another youth team? You know, I mean, just there's a fine line, and people just can't recognize it or see it. It's just the whole thing makes me shake my head at times.
Well, the Monstars, they had their last game this past Saturday without Gritty, and they had the scoreboard cut off. Shout out to Monstars.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
They played for their coach. They played with the hearts out.
All right. All right. Monstars are done now, right?
They're done. Officially.
Are you champions or?
They don't name
playoffs.
champions.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking about a league that shuts off the scoreboard.
Right.
They don't. They all got a trophy though.
How about this one? Here's your daily. I'm giddy for this guy. Here's your daily Shohei stat.
Okay.
Leads the American League in home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Third in RBI.
Okay.
And he's only 16 points off the American League batting lead. He has a chance to win the Triple Crown in hitting.
He also leads in a couple of the pitching categories.
I know. Could you imagine this guy? I mean, he's the greatest baseball player of all time, dude. Just deal with it.
In a singular moment. He's be coming to Atlanta where the second best baseball player
Angels do
resides.
a 6-man rotation, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what.
The Angels are
By the way-
stupid. If you have Shohei, pitch him every 5 days.
By the way.
Yeah.
The second best baseball player, maybe.
It's Acuna.
Yeah, maybe the guy should get MVP votes is the guy who hits third or fourth. I don't know what he hits in your lineup. The
Who?
first baseman.
Olsen?
Yeah. He might be the MVP of the league this year.
No. Acuna will be the unanimous MVP of the league.
I know.
Yeah, he'll get and Olsen's a great player, but no, Acuna's far more valuable.
I read a stat about Acuna over the weekend.
He's stupid good.
Like he has a record. He stole the most bases and home runs before
August. Yeah, he's the first guy with 20 and 50 before August in the history of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
20 stolen bases, 20 home runs, 50 stolen bases. But no, Olsen's power bat is unbelievable. You're
breaking.
right.
Calvin Ridley just made a great catch for a touchdown.
Imagine
Crowd went
that.
crazy.
Yeah. Shocking. It's
Yeah.
been the Calvin Ridley story.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley playtime is what we could subtitle this Jaguars training camp session. They put some shoulder pads on today. Tomorrow they get today's shells, I guess. Tomorrow with the pads, as Tony was talking about, and we'll see.
Yeah. You want to see what's trending?
I do. Trending is brought to you by Pet Paradise. Trending as really your only option, man. I mean, if you love your pet. If your pet's like, I don't care. I'll take him to any discount, side-by, roadside, pet provider. Or you can take them to the ones that love your pet like you do. For the pickiest pet parent, there's Pet Paradise. Everything from the bone-shaped pool to the climate-controlled suites. All modern facilities, new day veterinary care, grooming. You name it, you got it. I'm telling you, this is how crazy it is at Pet Paradise. When you show up, your dog gets excited when you make it into the parking lot. I've seen it over and over. The dog is excited. He thinks he's going to the dog park. Pet Paradise and petparadise.com.
Number 5.
One thing I learned about my boys Dan and Jeff,
Yeah.
they love their Netflix.
Oh, yes.
I do watch some TV, especially this time of year.
Well, Netflix is in the news.
Oh, what do they do now?
Netflix is hiring a new project manager.
Okay.
AI, that is, artificial intelligence, with a salary of $900,000.
Do they understand that AI does not have a W-4? It's not a real person? Or, in other words, they contracted here's what I don't like about AI when it's kind of characterized like it's an entity. No, it's a business. Right? People own an AI company and they put in all this stuff. AI is going to lead to massive issues and problems that's going to have to be shut down at some point.
AE.
They're going to turn over AI to like an air traffic control. There's going to be 14 plane crashes. We're going to go, oops.
I want to change the vowels from AI to E. E, I've got a question for you.
Holla at your boy.
E, this is number 4.
That makes me want to play golf, that right there.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Number 4.
This is too juicy to pass up. Do you know who Toko San is?
Toko San.
Yes, Toko San.
I do not.
Toko did something that was interesting this week. I had to do a Dailies Dash double take.
What Toko do?
Dailies double take. Brought to you by the Dash. Very good.
Toko.
Who was Coco Tan, you said?
Toko San. Toko spent about $20,000.
Did you figure out, are you wearing the same shirt as Orlovsky or no?
No. And he made his, and by the way, I don't have mine unbuttoned like that.
No, but I thought his was long sleeve. I thought you checking was kind of dumb because yours is short sleeve and his is going to be long sleeve, but no, his is short sleeve also.
Yeah.
You want to know what Dan's wearing today? The YouTube's down. Just click it on ESPN.
Back up.
Actually, we got it back up.
Oh, it's back up?
Yeah.
Shout out YouTube Nation.
Yeah.
I'm one of yours.
Toko.
I don't know about that name, Toko.
Toko San from Tokyo.
Oh, well, that's different.
Made his first public appearance.
Oh, so it's San, Toko San.
Toko San.
Yeah, I mean, what's that?
I call it San Francisco, so
interracial.
I don't call it San Francisco,
Yeah, but
okay?
you know, Toko San.
Toko San. He made his first ever public appearance as a dog.
Yeah.
There he is in the collie.
Well, why not?
Collie suit.
Why not? They tell you everything else scientifically impossible. Throw dogs in there.
This guy.
What's the difference?
That costume does look like a dog, though.
I don't know what to tell you with people, but no, that guy's normal. He's just exercising his, personal freedom and liberty to be who he is and what he wants to be, and no regard.
He's hitting back at the
common
haters who
sense.
say he should go into therapy after he took his first ever walk in public last week. The canine, what do they call it? Cosplayer?
I don't know if that's cosplay or if that's
First made headlines several years ago.
Yeah.
The human pooch has become a sensation on YouTube, where he posts under "I want to be an animal."
You do you, Chief. Toko-san.
Toko-san.
You know who's worse than Toko-san?
E, what about that?
The bimbo taking him for a walk.
E, you want to dress up as a dog?
She's worse. It's bad enough to dress up and pretend you're a dog. It's worse to be the person that takes that character on a walk. Okay?
E, let me get one more, and then I'll be done, I promise.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Okay.
Number 3.
That's right.
ESPN's going to have their hands full.
Okay.
They're going to have their hands full with their $80 million sensation who's going to have a TV show.
You're talking about, what's the guy's name?
McAfee?
Pat McAfee. He's not even started yet, and he's already getting some heat.
For what?
Tasteless tweet.
Well, he's going to do that. That's him.
Yeah.
Did they not know who they were hiring?
Okay.
What's next? They're going to hire Barstool and wonder why the F word was just said on the air?
Somebody tweeted a picture of the Michigan State football team. I still can't believe Michigan State thought this was okay to roll out these uniforms.
Uh-huh.
And then McAfee, being funny, went with the whole guy who got into trouble up there. The scumbag.
Yeah, it's never.
I think he was in on the design team, actually.
Yeah, it's never funny to reference like child molestation.
Yeah.
Right? Like cancer, Hitler, child molestation.
Certain things you just don't touch.
Right. Pedophilia, just not funny.
So good luck, ESPN. You fired all those people to get them, so enjoy.
All you need to know about ESPN is they're paying Keyshawn Johnson $18 million to not work. I mean, seriously, ESPN.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if you watch SportsCenter today, look forward to 5 minutes of WNBA in the first 10 minutes.
Oof.
I mean, it's become a platform more than a broadcast outlet. WNBA. How many guys watching SportsCenter are interested in WNBA, you think? Per 1,000? 1 per 1,000? Today, a top 10 play, E. Watch as Asia goes behind her back with the pass. Number 4 today in the top 10. Girl made a behind-the-back pass. Top play.
Number 2.
Oh, man, we touched on this a little bit earlier. Old Cardi.
Oh, yeah.
Old Cardi.
I don't mind the throwing of the mic.
I don't either.
I just mind the Vesuvius moment where the music keeps going and she's still singing when she has no mic, and therefore she's not singing. Because she stopped because she's looking at the girl she just threw the mic at, so she's not giving us live entertainment.
She had to keep the show going, man. For those who don't know, Cardi was in Vegas over the weekend, and a club goer, or a concert goer, I should say, decided to throw a cup of ice at Cardi.
Not cool.
Not cool at all.
Not
like,
cool.
for whatever reason, you decided to just throw a cup of ice at somebody. Well, Cardi B reacted, and she had some good aim. Because she threw that mic. And
listen, you know what's going to happen, bro? Did you, E, are you too young? Have you seen the movie Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Okay, remember Roadhouse when he first showed up at the old honky tonk and the band was playing up there and they had chicken wire around the stage?
Yeah.
So when they threw bottles and stuff at him, it would stop it and smash. We're going to have to, this is how far the country is going down the toilet.
Oh, dear.
We're going to have to start putting chicken wire around major concert acts because they're throwing stuff at them every concert.
Every concert, man.
I mean, people are getting hit with cell phones and bottles and
bras.
They're going to have to put up chicken wire around a Drake concert. That's how uncivil and idiocratic we have become.
Huh? Okay.
That and baiting stations. Probably have those too. That's your idiocracy. If you know, you know.
Number 1.
The rest of you stay out of anything called a baiting station.
Now, we're not too big on boxing, but apparently there was a huge boxing match over the weekend.
Yeah, it was. And I love a good
Two undefeated guys.
I don't know if it's an old man's. I wish that boxing had remained popular because I get engaged when there's a good fight
Did you
like
watch
that.
the fight?
It was too late for me. I didn't stay up and watch it, but I have watched fights, but I didn't watch that one. I would have.
I was talking to my older son Saturday, Drew, and he said, I got some guys coming over to watch the fight. And then the next morning, I saw that there were 2 different styles of fights. There was an undefeated boxing match, and then there was a UFC fight night.
Oh, there was 2 fights. Okay.
Yeah. So the undefeated boxing match.
But when the UFC was also big.
Correct. So I was curious. So I called him back.
Justin and Dustin.
So I called him back, and I said, which one did you watch? And he was like, I don't watch boxing. I watch UFC. So the boys all came over to watch UFC. They didn't come over to watch the boxing match.
Yeah.
And that tells you all you need to know because it's 2 undefeated, two of the best boxers in the world.
Well, the problem is this, as I see it. Not an expert in either fight game, but certainly capable of commenting. UFC gives you that Spence-Crawford fight every time they have a card.
Yeah.
Or something of that. Whether they built it into, whether it's really that big, maybe not. But those fights don't come off up enough in boxing.
Crawford destroyed Spence, by the way.
Yeah.
The 2 undefeated.
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah. That's a good. I've seen those guys. I've told you guys this before.
Yeah.
I'll get sucked into like Friday night boxing on ESPN. And if I catch it before they start, they're telling the stories of the guys, and then you watch it. I enjoy watching boxing. But at the same time, I'll tell you, I'm not like real aware of the personality, of the athletes and the fighters, not as much as you were back in the day. But back in the day, there was no UFC. Right? They had tough man competitions, right? They were more characters than they were athletes. So,
by the way, the Cardi mystery continues on the text line.
Oh, yeah?
Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. They say Cardi was saying cool her off because it was so hot. So maybe the girl was just trying to be nice.
What did she throw at her? A bottle of water?
Some ice water.
A cup of ice.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, within the Terrence Crawford, he became the undisputed welterweight champion after defeating Errol Spencer in the 9th round with a TKO. Now, what was also impressive is, before the fights, now what's popular now is the boxers will walk out with somebody like a rapper and their whole crew.
Yeah.
Well, Crawford, he walked out with, I want to say, his coach and Eminem. Just them 3 walking to the stage. And Eminem didn't even rap. You just heard the music, and from that point on, people already knew, Buddy's in trouble. And sure enough, Crawford put on a show.
That's what's trending.
And I always like a fight, too, where the guy who gets TKO'd is ticked that they've stopped it. I like that, too. That's like another, he did not want that fight stopped, but he's getting banged around pretty good. All right, that's what's trending. Brought to you by Pet Paradise. Make sure they're training for you for all your pet care needs. Listen, you're going to come into the holiday season. Get your reservations way ahead of time, whether you're heading out of town or maybe you just need a break for whatever reason while stuff's going on. Some of you do home interior decorations. You can take them for the, for the play dates when you do that and make everything easy as well. You're going to love the way you're treated almost as much as your pet is. Check them out at petparadise.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Bring it in. 2, 4, 6, 8. We appreciate Duval. Yes!
1010XL. Duval Sports Radio.
Nice job.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to one commercial today, listen to this one.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are doing it again, recognizing the local heroes in our community with a brand new car. That's right, we'll be giving away a brand new car, cash, and free oil changes for life to our local heroes. Nominate a law enforcement officer, firefighter, EMT, nurse, teacher, veteran, or your local WOW hero. Head to localwowheroes.com to nominate and vote today. Let's wow our heroes.
Does your home or building need painting? For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting, prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
The house is taking a beating this summer with all the in and out. Time to call Zero Res. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on tile and grout cleaning. Get your tile and grout cleaned and sealed for 25% off. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Men suffering from ED or PE, you'll see instant results on your first visit at Prime Men's Medical Center. For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are totally free. You'll even get a gift that enhances performance in the bedroom. Call 904-664-8217.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On March 31st, 1973, Boston Bruins' Bobby Orr scores his third career hat trick to become the first player in NHL history to score 100 points.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Are you drowning in credit card debt? Want to get cash out of your home's equity? Loan Pronto can now do it in less than a week. Hey, it's Prosser here, and that's right. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit just got even faster. You can get $50,000, $100,000, or even $200,000 in as little as 5 days. And you don't even have to touch your primary mortgage, so you can keep that 3% rate intact. Just get the money you need and pay off all those credit cards, or get that home improvement project started. With this revolutionary program, you can access up to 90% of your home's value, and in most cases, there's no appraisal. Stop paying insane interest rates to the credit card companies and get tens or even hundreds of thousands in cash in as little as 5 days. Call Loan Pronto now for the even faster Equity Express line. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com or 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Servicing every customer like they're famous. But what does that mean for you? It comes down to the famous philosophy. You'll find a consistency at all 20 locations in friendly service, honest pricing, and realistic time expectations. They know when you find someone you trust to maintain your vehicle, keep it running right, and lasting longer, you'll stick with them. And that's the famous philosophy at Famous Automotive in Quick Lube. Ask about a fleet account for your business.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. We're your local family jeweler for 46 years in Jacksonville with a huge selection of diamonds, gemstones, and pre-owned Rolex watches. And Monahan Jewelers is your store for expert jewelry repair turned around in 1 or 2 days. Most jewelry stores take 2 weeks or more, and many stores send your jewelry somewhere else for repair. At Monahan Jewelers, our jewelry repair is done in-house by expert craftsmen, and Monahans can turn around most repairs in a day or two. So bring your jewelry repair to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Denny Thompson here. Are you a home builder looking for a reliable low-voltage partner? Look no further than Tyson Sound and Security. They've been working hard with large and small builders for 15 years. Here's why they are the top choice. They will enhance your home buyer's home experience by offering custom home design appointments, and your budget stays intact while they deliver top quality services. Builders, send your plans over today to bid. Tyson Sound and Security, security and home automation experts.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
I'm Sam Nelson. The Jaguars have opened up training camp. Head coach Doug Peterson shared some first impressions.
Kind of where we left off as a unit. The leadership has really shown itself, within the team.
Jag defensive coordinator Mike Caldwell feels year 2 in the defense will bring better results.
They understand themselves, and we just try to put them in their best position. Go back and you look at it. Certain guys do certain things well, and we'll ask them to continue to do that.
Jaguar running back Travis Etienne met with the media and discussed the ongoing running back market debate.
I feel like the market is what the market is, and for me to go out there and get the best deal for myself, I have to come out here and work hard each and every day.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
At 9:51, it's 81 degrees. Time and Temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Tire Outlet, keeping 1010XL rolling with wholesale prices and premium service. Tire Outlet, Jacksonville's largest locally owned automotive repair shop.
Hello, Tony.
Good morning.
Jaguars today coming up on a Monday. Jags busy at camp, wrapping up the day for training camp. What do you got cooking?
Yeah, Dempsey's out of camp, so he'll be on his way back in here in a few minutes. He'll join us in the first hour of the program. We'll get his thoughts, as tomorrow, the first day, I think they're going to be in full pads.
Yes.
I saw out of practice this morning they're wearing the shells, so not the full pads today, but tomorrow I think is the first day where they'll be in the full pads. We'll have Demetrius Harvey will join us at 11:20 this morning. We'll get his reaction to training camp to this point for this Jaguars team. And our question of the day today, asking how many sacks do you think K'Lavon Chaisson will have in 2023?
I'm going to go 1.
Yeah, I'll go 2.
Yeah, and we made it a poll question, so 0 was the bottom answer.
That's a good question.
1 to 2 was the second answer. 3 to 4 or 5 or more.
Yeah. Mike
Chaisson.
Caldwell will vote. He'll go for D, 5 or more.
They're hoping.
Yeah, they are.
Like, I hope their third best pass rusher is more in that range this year.
I don't mind them hoping. I mind them expecting almost. Just the way they talk about it.
I said to E, the phrase that popped into my mind, Hick, when I heard, and you'll get this, and there are some out there that have heard us say this that will get it, but it's for our own amusement at this point. But when I heard Mike Caldwell say that about K'Lavon Chaisson this morning, I thought I couldn't help but think of Steve Spurrier saying, "We'll talk about Nafis Kareem when Nafis Kareem does something for the Gators." That should have been his answer about K'Lavon Chaisson. Coach K'Lavon, we'll talk about K'Lavon when he makes, I don't know, a play.
Yeah.
That's what it felt. I mean, really, dude. If you're expecting anything with,
and again, maybe it'd be great if they need to be right, though. My point is, right now, they need to be right because who else is getting the sacks, Tone?
Well, and I think they still have all that money that they can spend, right? So they certainly could still be in the veteran free agent market with the guys that are still out there and available. I think tomorrow, with it being the first day in pads, good for K'Lavon Chaisson that he spent the whole offseason with people talking about him. Josh Allen wasn't here.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're the third guy on their depth chart right now, you got whatever the starter snaps are in an offseason. So, they're going to see you throughout the offseason. He obviously didn't embarrass himself, and good for him, right? It's been disappointing to this point.
Right.
But I think with the pads going on and when he's going to try to actually beat
an offensive lineman on the other side of the ball.
And we'll see.
If we get 3-4 days into that and they're going, this ain't happening.
Right.
More sacks this year. Caleb on Chason or rookie middle round draft pick Yasir Abdullah. I'd take Abdullah all day long.
Yeah, I mean,
all day long. I'll take I'll take the unknown.
The other thing that strikes me is, and this doesn't speak well of the organization, but how much money they have invested. You're talking Allen, Walker, and Chason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first round.
Your first round picks,
as much as cash.
If those guys were good, really good, my gosh.
Well, if they were like ETN and Lawrence and that.
Yeah. I mean, we'd be in hog heaven. Yeah. Have a great show, Tom.
And by the way, Walker still can be.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
But he's trailing Hutchinson right now, by far.
Oh, for sure. They're like, for instance, if you're the number one pick in the draft, there shouldn't be an NFL under 25 team that you're not on.
Correct.
And he's not. In the one that I saw this weekend. The Jaguars today is coming up next. That'll do it to it for the Monday Morning Quarterback DivorceMenOnly.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
Stay in your lane.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
That's a fascinating little gadget. It's going to replace CDs soon, so I'll have to buy the White Album again.
What is this? It's a 1010XL.
The past is past, the future's now.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the